Many adults told me that they prefer parks like this, remain kid-friendly at all times.
That's exactly how they're feeling, because this is the second time since the end of May that this Snappies on the Highway 90 near China has been robbed at gunpoint.
And that's something that 12 News sports anchor Ashley Elam told me a lot of teams in the area are taking to heart. He says a lot of teams are going to get up early in the morning and practice to beat the heat. But he also told me teams like Hampshire Finette are going to wait a couple extra hours and practice at night under the lights.
Neighbors say if the city approves to rezone, they will go against Lumberton's master plan, which currently has the lot zoned as one that's neighborhood friendly. Family and friends say Floyd was a father of 6 and quite the family man who would go the extra mile to support anyone who needed him. I'm here at the Snappies right now, and as you can see, it's pretty much the only thing open along this stretch of Highway 90, and that isolation is one reason why one employee told me they believe they're being targeted. Another is fear. I'll be live tweeting and we'll be updating our webpage at 12newsnow.com with all of the updates. This is the second body found in Port Arthur in the past 24 hours.
Rainy weather meant a slow start to business for David Stevens, general manager of Olshan Foundation Repair. But now that Southeast Texas is in the middle of our scorching summer, Stevens and his team are getting more calls to homes with cracks in their foundation.
The first 6 months of this year, we had like 41 inches of rain in the first 6 months, and then as of July, we've only had about 1.5 inches. So the soils, like I say, are expanding and contracting seasonally, and this severe changes is what's causing a lot of this to move around. So.
Stevens says the hot weather pulls water out of the ground, in turn moving the foundation. But that's not all. A lush lawn and trees could also do damage.
We have such a large tree right at the edge of the house. And so that tree is like a big sponge pulling moisture out, and it causes differential movement around the edge of the foundation as well.
Homeowner Charles Markham is no stranger to problems like this. He owns a plumbing business and has seen all too often how an unstable foundation can affect other parts of your house, soaking up thousands of dollars out of your wallet.
The drain lines could be misaligned or cracked under your house. Even though they're working, they're still leaking underneath your house. The hot and cold water lines could have a pinhole and spraying under your house.
But Stevens says keeping the area around the base of your home moist can slow this process.
On this particular house, they've got timers set up on other parts of the house where they are running water through soaker hoses, and that will help prevent some of this.
In hopes of hammering out the problems before it's too late. Beaumont City Councilman and lawyer Audwin Samuel says he is all moved into his potential new office. But since his special use permit has not been approved, he says he has not officially opened up shop. He says in the meantime, he is being pressed by the Oaks Historic District to pack up and leave.
There's been a growing swell of folks voicing their discontent. But the law said I'm able to have a business here with a specific use permit.
Here's why Samuel feels neighbors want him out. An email written by the Oaks Historical District President Virginia Jordan. It reads, "Life is good in the Oaks and we will not go backwards 20 years and give it back to the drug dealers and pimps." Jordan says she was talking about the progress the community has made in the past 2 decades.
We are more concerned about protecting our neighborhood from encroachment of businesses.
Vice President of the Oaks District, John Berube, has been here for 19 years. He fears if one business moves in, more may follow. But Samuel says he did not break any laws and does not see why people are so upset.
The laws are neutral. It's objective criteria. But when you begin to allow individual subjectivity to come in, that's when you get into the danger of being discriminate.
Berube says the Oaks is standing up to make sure their progress is not lost.
We've, created this neighborhood. We've helped support this neighborhood, and I think the people that live in this neighborhood should have the strongest voice.
In Beaumont, Rhyan Henson, 12 News.
There are people that believe they can catch an alligator, and let me tell you, you may be able to pull that off, but when it bites you, it's horrific. These things bite down with 3,000 pounds per square inch.
Gary Sarge says his company has seen 60% more calls this month compared to this time last year. It's a dramatic increase for the owner of Gator Country.
With all the rain that we've been getting lately, it's really bad timing, because the alligators, especially the males, right now they're looking for partners, and they'll actually get very, very aggressive this time of year, and they're going to move a lot anyway. So you add flooding on top of them wanting to move anyway, now you got alligators everywhere.
Sarge says there are 500,000 gators in southeast Texas, but a very low statistical chance that you will be bitten. And there's never been a recorded case of a fatal gator bite in Texas.
You know, I tell people, if you're swimming in a bayou or a river, you're swimming with alligators. They're everywhere here.
Sarge says gators will hiss when they feel threatened. And he warns people to just keep their eyes open, especially in high water areas.
And then I tell everybody, just be very vigilant. Just know that they're there, because they are. It doesn't matter where you are in southeast Texas. If it's a natural habitat, body of water, there's going to be alligators there.
In Beaumont, Rhyan Henson, 12 News.